Ha guys, let's get more news about Warriors, but first don't forget to subscribe and leave your like. Dian Milowjic honored by Golden State Warriors with award in his name. The Golden State Warriors have let the world know that they are creating an official annual award in the honor of deceased former assistant coach Dian Milowjic to pay homage to his legacy and acknowledge future GSW operational staff members. Milowjic, affectionately known as Di, was more than just an assistant coach for the Golden State Warriors. He was a beacon of basketball excellence whose influence spanned continents. Born on April 15, 1977 in Belgrade, Serbia, Milowjic carved out a distinguished playing career before transitioning into coaching. As a formidable power forward, he earned the prestigious ABA League MVP title 3 consecutive times from 2004 to 2006, showcasing his dominance on the court. After hanging up his sneakers, Milowjic seamlessly shifted to coaching, where he became instrumental in developing young talents. Perhaps his most notable protege is Milowjic, the Denver Nuggets superstar center. Under Milowjic mentorship at Mega Basket, honed the skills that would later make him NBA MVP, a testament to Milowjic's keen eye for talent and player development acumen. In 2021, Milowjic joined the Golden State Warriors coaching staff, bringing with him a wealth of international experience and a passion for the game. His tenure with the Warriors was marked by dedication and camaraderie, contributing to the team's dynamic and success. Tragically, on January 16, 2024, while at a teen dinner in Salt Lake City, Milowjic suffered a heart attack. Despite prompt medical attention, he passed away the following day at the age of 46. The news of his untimely death sent shockwaves through the basketball community. Warriors general manager Mike Dunleavy Jr. attended Milowjic's funeral in Belgrade, Serbia, underscoring the deep respect and admiration held for him. Predrag Novic, president of the Serbian Basketball Federation, poignantly remarked, "A great basketball player, great coach, left us, and above all a great man, a man without a single stain." In the wake of his passing, the Warriors faced the daunting task of returning to the court without their beloved coach. Their first game back was laden with emotion as the team honored Milowjic's memory and sought solace in their shared grief. Dian Milow's legacy is etched in the annals of basket history, not just for his on-court achievements but for the indelible mark he left on players, colleagues and fans alike. His life serves as a reminder of the profound impact one individual can have on the sport and the people who love it. Her details: emotional visit to childhood home burnt in Palisades fire. Steve Kerr's childhood home was one of countless structures to be destroyed in the Palisades fire, and the Warriors coach visited Southern California on Sunday to see the heartbreaking scene in person. "I flew down Sunday," Kerr told 95.7 The Game's Willard and Dibs on Tuesday. "We had a day off and I flew down for their day. My brothers came into tow and we went up to my mum's house, and it was the first time that any of us had seen the neighborhood and the remains of the house. It was a difficult day, but I'm so glad we were able to do it and be together with my mom, and really tough to our hometown just completely wiped out like that." As of Tuesday afternoon, the Palisades fire in Los Angeles County had consumed nearly 24,000 acres and a 63% contained after destroying 380 structures and killing 11 people since it started on January 7. The house in Pacific Palisades where Kerr's mother and Kirsta lived before the fire was tragically burned, she said in a text message to the San Francisco Chronicle's Ron Cic on January 8. K's family bought their home the year he turned 4 years old in 1969. Pakik, who visited and there in October to write a feature on her life and work. In the photos from the feature, a small Dub Nation flag is seen among Anne's collection of fine porcelain dishes displayed in a hutch in another, and sits on a rope swing in the yard amongst the greenery. A picket fence behind her in front of the home where Kay spent much of his childhood. That's all gone now, and Kerr finds solace in knowing his family is not alone in their loss. "It's not closure, it's a different feeling of more shock when you see up close the type of devastation, especially a place that has been home for the family for 50 years. So really difficult." Kerr continued, "We have so many friends who are in The exact same situation, who lost their homes and then even downtown Pacific Palisades just to see some of the supermarkets are just burned out and half my high school burned down. Visiting with other people, there is a sense of community loss, and I think in some ways that is actually bonding. I mean, my mom had so many friends who were in the same boat, and so they are commiserating but also really supporting one another, and there's some comfort in that as well. Golden State Warriors acquire Brandon Ingram in proposed trade involving Chicago Bulls. There are some players in the NBA who have been expected to change teams for a while now, but for one reason or another it has not materialized. Brandon Ingram of the New Orleans Pelicans and Zach LaVine of the Chicago Bulls are two names that fall under that category. The Bulls are seemingly looking to rebuild after making the playoffs just once in the past 7 seasons. In the summer they parted ways with DeMar DeRozan and Alex Caruso, finding a trade destination for Zach LaVine has proven to be much more difficult, though there was no interest in the 29-year-old in the summer. But after a strong season so far, hopefully the Bulls can pull something off. On the other hand, Ingram has been out injured since early December and his seems to have dropped out of the trade rumor mill lately. A player like him, still just 27 years of age, could make a difference on the right team, though. Could the Golden State Warriors be that team? After fantastic to the season, their form has declined drastically, and now even a play-in spot does not seem a certainty. They could do with a secondary scorer behind Stephen Curry. In an article on Bleacher Report, Greg Schwartz proposed a 4-team trade. It would see the San Antonio Spurs receive LaVine, the Warriors would get Ingram, the Pelicans would receive Kellen Johnson and Zach Collins, the Bulls would get Dennis Schroeder, Kyle Anderson, Kevin Looney, Gary Payton, 2025 second-round pick from Spurs and 2025 second-round pick Chicago Bulls. Via Spurs, of course. This would represent a chance for the Bulls to get LaVine's massive contract off the books. Also, they would get draft picks, and 3 of the 4 contracts they would receive are set to run out in the summer. In many ways it is the perfect scenario for them. And you, fan, what do you think of the situation of Brandon Ingram? Leave your opinion in the comments.